Alrighty. Today we have something interesting to talk about. Now, originally I wanted to make a video about this live stream, but I wasn't in a good state, so I just decided, you know what? Let's make a follow up after that. And the follow up that we're going to be talking about is none other than Kuro getting nominated for the Game Awards, and we're going to be getting some rewards from kurogames because of that. And I want to get started by listing out the nominees because we have quite a predicament. And I think we've been expecting this for a while now, and it's only been recently that it has happened. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it. So, to TLDR, kurogames, Wuthering Waves is listed in the best mobile game, and all the other categories was not included. But that's perfectly fine. We still got one in for the dub. So let's check it out.
For best mobile game, the nominees are Destiny Rising.
We have Destiny Rising. Now, I absolutely have not played this game, and I don't even know what the game is like. But I do remember playing Destiny like a little bit when I was a child. So, I mean, I really hope this game is like pretty good, right? But I don't think I've seen a lot of players talk about it. So,
Persona 5.
I don't know. And then when it comes to Persona 5, I believe this game was hyped up really good. But then there was apparently a very big issue during the launch or following to that. And at the state that we're at right now, I feel like it's just in stalemate. Nobody's really talking much about it. And I'm not trying to offend the community because I think Persona is like a really cool game as well as their adaptation and all of that stuff. Because I have some friends who really enjoy it. But is it going to be in the contender? Well,
Phantom X,
we have a few more.
Sonic Rumble.
We have Sonic Rumble. And Sonic Rumble, I'm going to just be honest, this is probably going to be your extra slop that just gets added in because the name, the brand itself is very popular. It's going to be like Pokemon, right? Where they're releasing all of these terrible new games that basically have nothing in them. And they're just rebranding themselves just to take out as much money as possible from those true hardcore fans. And I don't particularly know how good this game is, but I can assure you that not a lot of players are talking about it. So I don't even know why it's getting nominated, but if it's good, that's great.
Uma Masum
Okay, wait, let's replay this.
Rising. Persona 5.
Her
The
Persona
Phantom
5
X,
and
Sonic Rumble.
and
Uma Masume.
Uma Masume. That his pronunciation is a little fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. Uma Masume. That's like it. Masume. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. This was one of my favorite games too when it started. I think that the lore that they put in, plus how easy it is for the community to just grow its popularity, because this game has been out for quite a while, but only around the eastern side. And when it came globally, it sparked a big interest in the community, the gacha community overall. And as it is right now, I think it has kind of died down because there are a bit of issues with the game. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. And lastly,
Pretty Derby. And Wuthering Waves.
Wuthering Waves. Now this guy literally chopped it up again. Wuthering, like how, I don't know how. Everyone just messes up the beginning. It's just Wuthering Waves. That's it. Wuthering Waves. It like there's like an expression out. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, Wuwa is nominated, and you're gonna see that it has only been 5 games. You can see that Hoyo games are not included here because we also know why. They just been going in the wrong direction every single year. There's been no progress. They're taking 2 steps forward and 500 steps backward. Like, that's the way to describe it. When it comes to quality of life, when it comes to storytelling, when it comes to listening to the player base, Genshin Honkai Star Rail, and Zenless Zone Zero are like doing the exact opposite of what people want. And I think it's finally time that this game award is finally taking into consideration that holy shit, people have been complaining for years, but for some reason, for about 5 years, it was getting nominated. Now, I won't lie, they deserved it for their first awards that they've won before, maybe even close to second year. But prior to how it's been for a couple of years now, it is just embarrassing. And unless they do something really good to the game, I just don't see them winning at all. Now, the shills can like complain however they want, but you have to admit your game is in a very bad state right now. Right? So, what does this lead to? The current debate so far is between Uma Musume
Uma Masume.
and Wuthering Waves. Now, Uma has been the talk of the town because its popularity grew out of nowhere, right? And now we have a bunch of people making memes out of horses, supporting horses. We have Haru Urara, who was one of, if not the most recognizable character in this game. And it is sad news to say that she did pass away recently. I was honestly pretty shocked about that, but I think a lot of players expected it. And I'm really glad that the player base actually supported her. They gifted her a bunch of like grass and stuff for her to eat, and that's just really cool, right? But when we come to talk about the game itself, it's very grindy and it's very old in a sense. The gacha system is one of the worst out there. I don't think a lot of players talk about it, but it is pretty true. The max pity to get a guaranteed is 200. The rates are so low, like praying that you're going to get early is kind of like a hard task. And the fact is, even if you get it early, you have to ensure that you're going to get the character because there's a very high chance you're also not even getting it. And it's just really fucked because I've been playing it for quite a while now, but then I started to realize I don't think it's part of my time. You know, at first, the hype was great, right? Building up your characters, trying to invest in whoever is good. But then you come to realize that the only players that are going to gain from this, like during like events or etc., are whales because they have the ability to have dupe cards. And then those cards are going to be the boosts that make your horse progression really fast. And if you're a free-to-play, you have to grind an existential amount, which is really stupid. Like, there are events that they give you. Like, let's say you want to max out because they give you free cards, right? But then you have to grind, like, over 40, 50 runs. And you have, like, 2 to 3 weeks to do it. And, like, the runs are kind of long, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it just feels really boring. The gameplay cycle has been the same as it was. Hopefully it's changed, but I know for a fact the thing that turned me off is the gacha system because 200 pulls is just diabolical. You just don't get enough. I'm gonna just be honest here. And then we have
Pretty Derby.
Wuthering my
Waves.
most favorite game. The game that I will live and die on the hill for. Well, for the time being, okay. Okay, can I just like
This year's nominee.
wait, let me hold on to Wuwa real quick, just for the thumbnail. Well, not even the thumbnail, but yeah. Anyways, let me turn off this caption. It literally says Wuthering Waves. We're not even spelling it right. YouTube, come on, bro. Even Uma spells right.
Waves.
X Sonic Rumble, Uma Musume, Pretty Derby, and Wuthering Waves. How are we messing everything up? We're choking the name every single time, bro. Anyways, yeah. Everyone knows Wuwa 1.0 to 2.0 has been a drastic change. It has been incredible. I don't think there has been a game that has changed like this dramatically over the course of 1 year, and this game took it out to the ballpark. Like, I don't know how to express it. As like someone that's been playing since day one, it's made me really happy that I'm able to see this progression over time, because I've always believed in the game, and when I put my trust into it and it has finally paid off, it just felt great. When I think of other games that I've played in the past, the Hoyo games where I sunk my teeth in, and what they gave me in return was just grief, right? All those times spent, it just felt really bad. And here I am with something more refreshed, something more modern, a community that listens to their player base, a community that wants to make the game, to strive the game to be better every single day. I'm really glad to be part of this. And Wuwa, I think, most certainly deserves this nomination this year. I don't know what's the future for 3.0. We don't have any trailer yet. Maybe they're setting up something, like perhaps we're going to see the 3.0 trailer announced during the award, which is going to be in like 2 weeks, I believe, or something like that. I don't know. But we need something right now that's going to hype up 3.0. But 2.8 is coming basically in 2 days, right? And we're going to also be getting some extra rewards as well, because getting nominated here, Wuwa is as generous as the first time. And I thought it was going to be otherwise, but it turns out they're still giving out the same amount. Because over here on the 11/22, which is basically what, in like 3 days for me, so 3-4 days basically, we're going to be getting 1,000 astrites. That's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pulls, maybe? I don't even know my math, whatever. Yeah, we're getting a decent amount of pulls, and this is going to be for Chisa. We're going to have extra pulls for Chisa, which is really good. And I'm hoping we win, because if we win, there's a higher chance that kurogames is going to give us additional rewards. And what better way than to just take all of this? All right, so I would like it if everyone goes to the Game Awards, just nominate Wuwa. I don't have any grudges against Uma, but I'm gonna just be honest. When you look at like the full base, look at the premise of the game, how it's progressed over the year, over the course, Wuthering Waves has been, if not the best game out there. Now, there is a problem that people have been saying, right? And one of them specifically is that this is a mobile game, and Wuwa runs better on PC. So, with that in mind, Uma should win because Wuwa runs worse on the phone. Now, guys, I'm gonna just be honest. What they're saying is not entirely wrong, but I think some of the player base just have really shitty phones. I'm just not gonna lie, right? You have potato games, you have potato phones that can run on the oldest version, that can run on the lowest settings of games like Genshin, like Honkai Star Rail, and that's because the game has absolutely nothing in it. That's why your game can run on that. But you have Wuwa, who every single update, they're trying to make the animation, they're trying to make the quality look better. And yes, it might strain the phone, but you have to also take it from the perspective that if your phone is good, you can run it, right? I have iPhone 14 Plus, and I can run Wuwa every single day. There's absolutely no problem. I just don't understand why some people are complaining that they can't run on their phone. It's potato, blah, blah, blah. Your phone might just be outdated. I'm sorry. You instead of spending your time, like maybe you're a whale, maybe you're spending on these gacha games, use that amount to go buy a new phone. Now, I kind of took this idea from this tweet because it was fucking hilarious. That I was like, bro, this shit is so unreal. And this is what someone wrote, replying to the Game Awards. Doesn't Wuwa run like dog shit on phone though? How does it beat a game like Honkai Star, which is a more mobile friendly game? Right. And then we're going to look at this tweet here. The amount of money you spend on HSR meta power creep can be used to buy a better phone to play Wuwa on mobile. It's like, bro, that's fucked up. And this is the reality that some people need to face, bro. Instead of upgrading your PC, instead of upgrading your phone, instead of making your device that you use better, you use that money to go buy virtual stuff that is something that you want, but it's not something that you need. Something that you want is not as important, because if you want to go to McDonald's, you don't necessarily have to go there. You're not going to die if you don't go to McDonald's. But if you don't get water, if you don't drink water, which you need, you're going to die, right? So it's going to be this case for here. We're in the big 2025. We're about to go into 2026, okay? And if your phone is on like a fucking flip phone or some shit like that, you better consider ideas of how to get a new one, because it's about to be something that you need. Because nowadays, you literally, if you're going to apply for school, if you're going to work at a place, you need to have a phone number. It's starting to become relevant. And yeah, that's just one thing that I want to talk about. And we also have, I mean, you guys can already tell, the memes are actually going insane. Uma versus Wuthering Waves. Yeah, we have this legendary, I have to share this. It's just like, why would I not? You have Asmongold talking about the game, right? And let's just hear it. It's 34 seconds long, clip by John Seaman. Congratulations.
I'm going to be honest, guys. I would vote for Wuthering Waves. 99 times out of 99.
99. Yep.
It's a better game.
I agree.
It's a much bigger game. Uma Musume, I think, was a gimmick. Now, if it wasn't for Wuthering Waves, I would vote for Uma Musume.
I completely agree right there.
Wuthering Waves is an insanely good fucking game.
There's just absolutely no denying it.
Fucking good game.
Yeah.
So, that's my opinion.
Now, there's a little bias, but obviously he has played Wuwa, right? He leaked it out that there was a time when he was searching up stuff, and then apparently there was a search for how to build Shorekeeper or something like that. And it was just really funny because the community found out, and then they were like glazing him. But yeah, this is just going to be reality. When it comes to quality of life, when it comes to character design, when it comes to... Okay, I'm going to remove the character design. But let's say the quality of life. When it comes to the gacha system, when it comes to updates in general, Wuwa just clears all the current contenders by far right now. And if you take a look at the trajectory that it's going, it has been going on a uphill trend since 1.0 to 2.0. That was a complete 180 degree turn up. So I'm really hoping that they do win this year. I would really like to give Uma credit. Like, it could have gone anywhere else too, for arguably being a game that just like changed the space. You have all of these players like getting introduced to horse racing, getting introduced to all of these Japanese horses that have been around, that have made history, that have made landmarks. And yeah, it's just, I don't think it's a fair comparison in another way, because they're both like two completely separate games, right? And Wuwa, unfortunately, I really wish it could have been nominated for more than just mobile. It would take it would take a healthy amount of progress if the devs want to compete with the AAA. And with the way that it's going right now, the way that they've added like such things as like effects when you glide like towards the water, like the moving grass and such, etc. We're getting close, or we're pretty much on the triple A side. But there is the optimization part that needs to be better, and maybe if they expand the combat, that could be something unique. Because everyone knows Wuwa's story is incredible, right? And if you haven't done it, well, you might want to get onto it. 2.2, 2.4, 2.5, one of the best patches that I've ever seen. And then you have like some side character stories from the 1.0, the Shorekeeper story quest, which is the 1.3 story. You have the Chang Li, you have the Encore, you have the Cantarella was pretty good, but the Camellia, all of those were incredible. And I'm just so glad that we're here. We're here at this place right now. So yeah, that's just gonna be about it. I've been ranting for quite a bit, but that's because I have passion for this game, and I really hope it wins. Thank you guys. See you on the next one.